Do you know the quickest way to get your application into the hands of an underwriter? Do you wish there were a way to streamline the underwriting process? Well, on behalf of the case management team at Disability Insurance Services, I'd like to tell you about what we call the 4 biggest blunders, the critical mistakes commonly made in submitting an application to underwriting. Most of the headache in dealing with the underwriting process can easily be removed when you're sure to avoid these 4 blunders. I think we can all agree that having to go back to the client for more information, documentation, or signatures not only frustrates the client, but it draws out the underwriting process. So take notes, avoid the following mistakes, and we can soar through underwriting together. To start with, the most common blunder is submitting an incomplete application. Carriers will not accept applications with missing answers, explanations, dates, or signatures. You might think the question asking the length of U.S. residency isn't necessary for someone born in America, but guess what? It is. Applications are part of a binding contract, making each question as crucial as the next. Agents regularly ask case managers to fill in the blanks for them. We want to help you get your client's application to the carrier as fast as possible, but we are legally obligated to make sure the answers come from your pen or your client's, not ours. The second blunder is the submission of an altered application. Carriers will not accept an application that is white out. If your client accidentally writes an incorrect date, cross it out, write a new date, and provide a written explanation on the side, followed by your client's signature. And if they need to revise an answer, cross out the original response and write a new answer next to it. Again, be sure they sign their name next to the new information. And remember, carriers will not accept an application with an electronic signature. The third blunder is made when you do not submit supporting documentation. This includes missing pages of an application. We cannot submit applications with missing pages. It's also helpful to submit any necessary supplemental forms. If your client says she skydives, please make sure she signs the appropriate hazardous activity questionnaire. We suggest printing off any supplemental forms prior to meeting with your client. Although we can technically submit an application without income docs, it's best if you try to submit them with the app. Carriers might accept applications without financial documentation, but an underwriter will not review the application until all supporting materials are submitted. And last but not least, the fourth blunder, disregarding the terms of a conditional binder. The products we offer are unique from carrier to carrier, especially in regard to the conditional binder. However, one thing will always remain the same. A conditional binder cannot be voided after the application is submitted. The premium is required to be paid from the effective date of the policy, which is indicated on the conditional binder. Another rule of thumb is to make sure the dates on the application, check, and the conditional receipt are all dated the same day. Otherwise, the receipt will be void. If you need clarification on how a carrier's binder works, how to save age, or how much premium to pay, please contact our office. We will work with you to determine what's needed. We know there's a lot of hard work involved when submitting an application, but if you avoid these biggest blunders, submitting an application will be a piece of cake. For more underwriting tips, follow us on Twitter and LinkedIn. At Disability Insurance Services, we want you to experience DI done right.